will fire again. We don't hold it right, another's candles will fire again. I breathe mine, I breathe my praise, I breathe my praise, I breathe my praise. We don't hold it right, another's candles will fire again. We don't hold it right, another's candles will fire again. We don't hold it right, another's candles will fire again. We don't hold it right, another's candles will fire again. I breathe mine, I breathe my praise, I breathe my praise, I breathe my praise, I breathe my praise. We still breathe and nothing's left. We look at crystal balls. We still reach for something shelled. Finally see it clear. One at a time. Wicked one. Messed around, caught yourself falling fast asleep. I can't wait till they lock us in. You just can't think that way. Thought these walls were trying to speak, soft like dims at night. You bend down, kiss the ground. I know you're feeling the same way. One at a time, wicked one. Standing on the edge, I'm seen looking down. Thought they'd never let me go or burn out. Turned my back to what I thought was sacred. There are days before it all starts over. Don't put graves on top of the sand. Don't wish for more than you can handle. Seen you make moves, you sure got it down. Don't walk alone when you can't stop shaking.
This is the part of the show where I normally would say, in case you're just joining us and missed the introduction, you're listening to Wicked Walls on WEFT Sessions. The reason I say normally is apparently only people in this room heard the introduction. It did not go out over the air. So, whether you're just joining us or not, you're listening to WEFT Sessions with special guests Wicked Walls, relatively new band, not new musicians, but it's like on Super Friends or something where they say banded together to form some sort of greater, I don't know.
That's exactly how we described it.
Do you bump fists and lasers fly out?
Yes.
Would you guys like to introduce yourselves on air, assuming we're now going out over the airwaves, so that if you have fans from previous projects, they pay closer attention? They should anyway, but...
I'm Caleb Means. I played in New Ruins for several years. I've been doing Wicked Walls for about a year now. That's about it.
And you guys were on WEFT Sessions, what, 7 years ago?
Oh my gosh.
9 years ago?
We did one probably in 2006 and probably another one 07 or 08. So it's been a little while since I've been here.
I was fairly new at hosting the show, I remember, so...
It was smooth, Todd.
Oh, no, it's a good memory. And then not everybody has a microphone, so they'll either need to share or...
Andy Davidson standing back there motioning at me to speak. Is Andy Davidson. He still plays with the Chemicals, he still plays with Tractor Kings, and he plays with Wicked Walls.
I was always hoping those two would finally play together in a band, so...
Who's that, Scott and... these... Oh, yeah. They have for a long time.
That was right.
I know. It was good. Your sarcasm is not very thick. It's very coated.
I think of it as more facetious than sarcastic, but we'll just say not funny.
All right. Well, we're laughing now.
And then this guy's never been in a band before. I've always wondered what he'd sound like as a musician.
Right. This is Scott Kimball, Terminus Victor, and also now Wicked Walls.
Triumphantly returning to the drums after how long?
We're gonna.
I know I saw you drum at a house party a very long time ago, but
we're gonna say 7 years. Just
there we go.
Just to throw out
Lucky
a number.
7.
Yeah.
I'm Lindsay Barr, and I was in a very unknown band called You in Midair about 13 years ago with my brother.
You're the one whose name I keep seeing on all the Wicked Walls stuff, and I say, why can't I place her?
Ah, yeah.
So it makes sense. You're in the band.
Yeah.
This crazy guy is Justin G. of Chemicals fame and Wicked Walls fame. I just wanted to say fame.
We went over all the famous stuff in the introduction that we kept private. So when the full recording goes online, then it will all be revealed, like when they found out who shot JR. Only happier. And less illegal. All right. Well, less fictional, too. So then, we have Wicked Walls, and I assume you guys brought more than the 2 songs, so I'm going to hop out of the way and go back to enjoying your set.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Thanks, guys.
Days will slip into the dark room, pages I read when only a child. Minutes turned hours and I lost count, each one pushing up above us. You will change this new day, there's no room left for anyone else. You will change this new day, there's no room left for anyone else. So many things left to choose from, I don't feel like I have control. Is there a way that we can go back to the place where we left off? We will change this new day, there's no room left for anything else. We will change this new day, there's There's no room left for anything else. Mediocre flames burn soft. Find that fire, left something strange. Mediocre flames burn soft. Find that fire, left something strange. I would give it all up to have that one night back. I would give it all up to have that one night back. I would give it all up to have that one night back. I would give it all up to have that one night back. Give it all up to have that one night back. I would give it all up to have that one night back. I would give it all up to have that one night back. I would give it all up to have that one night back. Mediocre flames burn soft. Find that fire, left something strange. Mediocre flames burn soft. Find that fire, left something strange. Mediocre flames burn soft. Find that fire, left something strange. Mediocre flames burn soft. Find that fire, left something strange. Used to say when I'm away, it shrinks or builds or falls apart. All the men look outside, train their eyes despite the wear. The part of me that doesn't agree turned around. You picked me up by a thought, by a thought, by a thought. You wrapped around me. All the men look outside, changed my mind. You picked me up by a thought, by a thought, by a thought. You wrapped around me. Got caught standing on the edge of the line. Been struck down into the cowardly line. Got caught stealing from the edge of the line. Been struck down into the face of the line. Between your eyes, find, but there won't happen twice.
And in case you're now... Coast clear? In case you're now just joining us, you're still listening to Wicked Walls on Web Sessions, and I've heard from a number of people who say it's going out over the air just fine. They didn't actually know whether the intro went out over the air or not because they tuned in at the usual 10:02, so... which is why I try to always do a second introduction about 10:06 anyway, but... yeah, all the feedback is good so far. So I guess we should probably... Are you mid-record release tour now? Because I know the date here is not kicking off the tour, but sort of resuming it.
Well, we went out for a couple of days just this last weekend. We played up in Madison at Mickey's Tavern, some friends of ours that Chris himself. And Saturday night was Rockford, Illinois at the Kryptonite Bar. Nothing Superman related at all, but that was really fun. Played with this young band called Tundras. So we just
called
did like
what?
Tundras.
Okay.
So it was just a 2-day thing, and then we're doing this, and then basically just gearing up for the record show and practicing. And
Well, I don't know how much of it owes to you guys actually being with a label, but this was a very interesting Web Sessions as far as scheduling and booking. I knew about it between, I guess, Hidden Agenda, Parasol, and another WEFT hostess, Airshifter, who may or may not be in the studio audience tonight, smiling at me and laughing modestly. I didn't remember it on the schedule, and that was because I had never actually been told it was on the schedule until I went back and discovered that WEFT didn't know about it yet. So it was... I am grateful for other channels so that I could go ahead and anticipate it. But I couldn't tell you the last time that I knew who was going to be on Web Sessions from their record label before I knew about it from in-house. So,
and how often, is it pretty rare where a record comes out the next day after a Web Session?
Does it officially come out tomorrow?
Yeah.
I was thinking it had come out a week or two ago, but maybe that's because maybe I'm thinking the single.
The single's been out for, I think, 2 weeks now. Crystal Balls, and then we did a B-side called Kiss the Ground.
Right.
And then, yeah, tomorrow's the big day.
Well, it's funny because when the record label wrote, the album went through perfectly, and the single didn't work at first. So I even though the single came out first, I've known the album longer, and I'm just very fortunate that DJs are exempt from the Geneva Convention or whatever, because otherwise it would have been a lot harder to plug this with product.
Sure.
And also, we have not played... We have only played like 4 tracks off the album. We didn't want to give away all the secrets, but
that's fine.
At the same time, get people stoked.
There's nothing too secretive about this.
So, did we give out the full info on the release here?
The release show?
The May show.
The May show. I do not believe so.
Well, now would be a good time unless
Trying to
you want to
prompt you.
tantalize people.
May 3rd. Sometimes I don't get the cues, Not an experienced radio guy.
I think I've been here 10 years, and I still don't know how experienced that makes me, so...
May 3rd, it's a Saturday. We just kind of did a little bit of social media stuff on it today, kind of put it out there. But, yep, it's Saturday night, Cowboy Monkey. I believe it's $7, 9 o'clock, playing with this local band called the Withershins. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
I passed Isaac on the way here.
And then another band from Chicago called Sons, who are really, really great as well. So it'll be a good show.
Well, I don't know how many of my... I know a lot of people who have to go to bed on a Monday night before it gets too late, but I am sort of in the habit of going to dinner on Saturdays. So anybody who wants to go to dinner with me that Saturday, my $7 will be going toward this, so we need to reschedule.
Please go. Don't have dinner with
reschedule is inaccurate because we haven't actually scheduled it yet, but anyway, I am spoken for May 3rd. Unless it's you guys, in which case you're who I'm spoken for. So.
We'd love to have you. It would be great.
I wish I were in the habit of there being a much anticipated record release at Cowboy Monkey every Saturday. It would be that's I guess one thing about doing the best of 2005 tonight is I can just think back on when that was kind of a regular thing. Yeah. So I know at one point in 2003 I said I ought to just have my mail redirected there. I was there so much. So.
Good time for him.
Anyway, I do not want to take away from the music, and I assume you have a full hour's music, so...
We can do it. We exactly have 1 hour. That's it.
Well, and one B-side, right?
Yeah.
One ironic cover that isn't really that ironic.
We might need 1 more month.
As you were, gentlemen.
Are we playing Fairy Tale? Okay, hold on, give me a second. Okay, good.
I turned around and tears echoed off the wall. I regret nothing more than not touching you one last time. There was nothing I could say. I don't care if I've never written a song like this. I don't care if you skip right over these lines. There was nothing I could say. I should have mouthed those words, but I did now. I should. There was nothing I could say. Each time you say it, save it till it has more words. Each time you say it, save it till it has more words. You can still take my word, just don't cast me to the lion's den. I can still hear your tears echoing off those walls. Each time you say it, save it till it has more words. Each time you say it, save it till it has more words. Each time you say it, save it till it has more words. Each time you say it, save it till it has more words. There was nothing I could say. I should have mouthed those words, but I did now. I should. There was nothing I could say.
I really thought that was the part of the song where you had a pregnant pause and then just exploded into music, and the pause lasted long enough. I thought maybe I'd better ask. So that would have been perfect, though. Like, you know, when it's quieter than even at the end of a song, just so it can explode into a. Yeah. Anyway, that wasn't one of those, and I also, as I walked away before, remembered that "As You Were, Gentlemen" did not explicitly include you, so.
And a lady.
Yes. I wasn't sure if that made it more or less awkward, though. So, how was mini tour?
So fun.
We talked about it happening, but we didn't really go into it. I'm glad to know it was fun.
Yeah.
This place we played at in Madison called Mickey's Tavern. It was sorry, hold on. I'm turning off all my crazy
Okay,
effects.
I heard it was sorry. So.
Yeah. It was the smallest place I mean, not the smallest place I've been in, but as far as the stage area goes, I've never been like so cramped.
Ooh.
But it was actually really fun. I was kind of
Yeah.
worrying about it at first, but everybody was like up in your face, and it was kind of
Intimate?
Intimate. It reminded me of kind of the good old days, you know, of basement and garage shows and things like that.
Got somebody you don't know in your armpit. Hello.
Yeah.
And it was freezing cold outside, but we were buckets of sweat by the time it was all over, except for Lindsay.
Yeah, I would say that's a good way to stay warm, but again, somebody actually in your armpit saying hello, it would probably depend on who and, you know, if you were there to play rock music or discuss the economy or.
It was fun.
Everything is context dependent.
Wait, I forgot the second line of that last song we played when we played in Madison. That
Oh.
was fun.
They did. They booed. They were throwing their beers at us.
You should play that festival in Spain where they the whole village just throws tomatoes, and then if they didn't like the music, you would never know because they'd be throwing tomatoes already. Of course, if they didn't like the music, they'd be dumb. So.
I would never get that. Like, I kind of like tomatoes.
Yeah. I think it's more the idea of them being not firm tomatoes, but tomatoes that aren't really edible anymore.
Like sardines make more sense to me. Throwing sardines at people, but.
We were at Mike and Molly's talking about a line from the BBC about keeping rotten tomatoes in your salad cooler in case some criminals move in opposite. And actually, it was more specific than criminals, but I don't really want to get into.
That's pretty specific right there.
Yeah. Before I forget, I promised a listener in Utah to pass along his compliments.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
He said he
Thank you.
particularly liked one or two songs. I'm not sure which one or two songs, but I figure, you know, if you nitpick a compliment too much, it loses something in the translation. So.
I'll take two. What was that last one called? Behind the Glass.
Oh yeah, I should be asking what, because I just take for granted by now people should know Crystal Balls because we've been playing it for about 2 years. I say we've been playing it. I've been transmitting you playing it.
There have been several versions of that song out and about for, almost
Oh,
2 years.
I thought it was like a mixing and mastering thing. I didn't realize that I'd been playing another recording of it.
Well, technically, there's some guitars and bass stuff that changed on it, but probably the same drums.
I swapped it out, but I'm glad I didn't get rid of it altogether. Now I can go back and compare.
You got it.
Put it under the microscope, as it were.
Please
Anything?
please don't.
Website or any Bandcamp, SoundCloud?
Yes, we're on all those. Not the SoundCloud, but yes, Twitter and Bandcamp,
If pe-
Facebook,
iTunes.
everything will be like Amazon and iTunes tomorrow for ordering the record, things like that.
Well, if people want to stuff your pockets with money and book you, what is the easiest and best way to do that?
Probably my email address, which is a boomboxstudio@gmail.com.
That is a new address to me, so probably because I don't have quite that much money to stuff people's pockets with, but $7 is no problem.
I better not see you out at dinner.
I will be on a crash diet that day. No food for me. Music is nourishment enough. No, that's... Anyway, so what is this next song going to be?
I believe we're going to play a song called Kin,
Oh, right,
about
right.
in the middle of the record.
I always enjoy when an entire song title is 3 letters or less. I think I said something to that effect when I played it.
hard. It is hard to do without using a, I don't know, abbreviation or something like that. But
It would be fun to have a contest, not while we're taking up valuable studio time, but
I'll start emailing you for three-letter song titles. You can help me out.
I'm thinking there have to be a couple that are 1 or 2 letters, but they're all the ones I could think of now have either the or something to disqualify them. So, all right. So this is Ken from Wicked Walls on WEFT 90.1 FM, Champaign.
Will there be a price to pay for being under spells? I'm taking a ride past midnight. I'm taking a ride to somewhere strange, and always feeling longing, and always feeling longing. Where we can deliver ourselves. Tired of being bothered here, but days are almost done. Fill up your hands and trace lines. Fill up your hands and open up. I'll always feel longing. I'll always feel longing. That was a long time ago. Just a few more days. One step after the other, blinded by your hope. Rest at the place where you live. Feeling longing, I'm always feeling longing. That was a long time ago. Just a few more days, one step after the other. Blinded by your hope, that was a long time ago. Just a few more days, one step after the other. Blinded by your hope, 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 by your hope. Blinded by your hope, rest at the place where you live. The dead air is because we're tuning.
Are we ready? Yep.
much shame. Only you make me strong. Lift up boulders, 'cause I'm so struggle just to carry on. Forget about it, 'cause you came out wrong. Take it on yourself, it's crumbling. I know myself, so dry, so hot, so thirsty. No water, no water. It's crumbling, no weather. No water, no water. My nothing is something. Take it on yourself, it's crumbling. I know myself, so dry, so hot, so thirsty. No water, no water. It's crumbling, no weather. No water, no water. My nothing is something. No water, no water. No water, no water. No water, no water.
One person clapping doesn't sound that great.
And when the band
that-
claps, that's even more pathetic.
I was going to say that song was so relaxing, everybody just kind of nodded off in enjoyment. Silent appreciation. Do you have two more or three more?
One more.
How about one?
That is a surprise.
We have been kicking through these.
You could do two more if you want.
I don't think so. Probably not.
Is this last song at least 10 minutes long, or do I need to tell lawyer jokes or something?
We could really rock this intro, the exit out of this.
Let's tie together any loose ends. We almost always do a lot of talking before the last song, and just do the most epic version of this song with an intro and an outro and tags and solos and
You're gonna get production
pretend
credits
it's that-
on this, I think.
pretend it's that song with the rude title by Smashing Pumpkins where it's their 30 or 40-minute encore if they don't actually like their audience. Only, like your audience, but you know the one. It doesn't matter if you know the one.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Well, basically, if they are less into a crowd, they sort of famously end with a 30 or more minute, mostly feedback version of one of their less popular songs, and get very wrapped up in it, and people slowly file out. It's kind of an in-joke.
Is that what? Didn't Billy Corgan just do something recently like that for 8 hours or something?
Oh, the Buddha thing, or
Yeah,
I or Siddhartha, maybe it was.
I think you're right. That would have been, I guess, excruciating.
He's done enough that I like, that I try to cut him some slack when he does something I'm less into. It's sort of like, I feel like Beck and PJ Harvey both have reinvented themselves so many times that if I don't like version 9.0, I can hang tight for 10.0 without trashing it. Yeah, so let's see. We've had Wicked Walls on the show tonight, and it's their inaugural WEFT sessions, so
That's right.
cheers to that.
Thanks for having us. I really appreciate it.
I was thrilled. I didn't have a whole lot to do with it, but I certainly felt good telling people to stay tuned for it. So
Yeah, we tried to get here we had a few things where it didn't work out last year, September, October.
see, if I had a nickel for every band that's tried to get a WEF sessions and then their schedule didn't allow for it, I could go to dinner and a record release show.
On May 3rd at the Cowboy Monkey.
And that takes care of
You like
one more
that?
thing.
You like that
Yes.
plug? That was pretty-
Now, do you have any other upcoming shows you want to plug, since we do stream online and they're, if you're going to Olympia, Washington or something?
No, we're going to Springfield on April 18th, which is the day before Record Store Day.
Springfield, Illinois?
Springfield, Illinois, yes.
There are a lot of them.
It's just true.
I think 42 states, something like that, have a Springfield.
That is a fact I don't know.
It,
But I'm going to...
it's I'm just picturing people out there, ooh, maybe he means mine. Like, this is going out to Jen and 10 million people also.
Jen in Springfield.
I was thinking, yeah. But would you be Simpsons yellow? Kind of a marigold, I guess.
It's Springfield, Illinois.
I think Billy Corgan was animated for The Simpsons once.
I don't know.
I've
Homerpalooza.
Justin, you would know that.
Get this guy.
It's not on the radio, so I don't. I'm always listening to the radio, so I can't listen to The Simpsons on the radio. Doesn't work.
Oh.
I actually couldn't hear what he said.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear
Yeah,
what he
you don't
just
wanna
Oh, okay. I don't know. It might lead to a good rollicking point counterpoint or point or counterpoint.
Sorry.
Whoops. She's
My
right
bad.
here. That's the rebuttal.
But yeah, this is
Real
not talk
sensitive
radio, so that
keys.
will be another show another time.
It's-
Hey, we should do it on Sunday night. Decade Lace, right? Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That could wind up number one here. Pretty much any song that multiple DJs at WEFT play could go to number one here. If we have a charting coordinator, I think our charting coordinator may have gone to Asia. So maybe it can be number one in Asia. Anyway, anything else you want to say before this epic 10-minute jam that we now have 5 minutes for? But no, seriously, do a long version. And
No, that's fine. Springfield, Illinois, which is a place called Bar None. That's on April 18th.
like the candy bar,
Yes.
if they still make that.
I don't know. I don't eat candy bars. Take fives. That's all I eat. And then the CD release show. We're looking. There's Chicago, perhaps on May 2nd.
Oh, you haven't done Chicago yet?
Well, it's been a hard thing.
We are honored with a U that you would play out of town, but still Champaign before Chicago.
It's technically the other way. What's he saying?
I don't know.
And then that's it. I think we're doing a couple more maybe in June and July. I'm just kind of trying to fill them in when I can, We're trying.
Settle a question if you wouldn't mind. Is it pure coincidence and not like a cutesy thing that Crystal Balls and Wicked Walls rhyme?
Well, both of them were in the song lyrics, and so...
Did you write the song before you had the band name?
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
The song, Wicked Walls was in the song title, and then that's where the band...
You're not doing the 311 East Coast, West Coast
No.
rap
No.
thing
What
where
was the
it's
other
like...
one? No, it's not Motorhead's Motorhead on the Motorhead album. It's not like that, no. We listened to that in the drive.
Yeah, I think if you write a song and name yourself after your own song, it's a little different from. There was this. Well, I don't want to call a group terrible on the radio, but where I grew up, there was a group that actually had a song, I Love Music by Them and themselves. And I just thought it was the most insufferably self-absorbed song. I still think that.
It can work sometimes.
But, yeah, if you just like the song so much that you're like, hey, why don't we call ourselves that? And then people are like, you wrote a song about yourselves? I'm like, well, Inside Out.
We stole the name from the name.
Well, in closing, thank you so much. This has been a treat. My only regret was that I couldn't just sit and enjoy it rather than also working. But that's kind of how the show works. So I can
But
go back and
you'll be
listen
at the
to it.
show.
Later. Yes,
so.
yes. Hungry, but there. And we do not cut anybody off at 11 o'clock, so you don't have to worry about like speeding up the ending, especially if it's one of those epic. Yeah, exactly. If you want to go, if this song goes a half hour, less work for me.
It will not.
Just didn't want you to feel abridged, curtailed. Right. So, and everybody stay tuned. We're going to have Nasty Bake, Moats, Ice Scintilla, and a whole lot of 2005. So stay tuned for hopefully 3 more hours if your boss will permit it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Which one of us will decide?